आज की क्लास में प्रॉब्लम्स न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लम्स करेंगे। प्रॉब्लम्स ऑन एरर। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, इन सक्सेसिव मेजरमेंट द रीडिंग ऑफ द पीरियड ऑफ ऑसिलेशन ऑफ अ सिंपल पेंडुलम वर फाउंड टू बी 2.63 सेकंड, 2.56 सेकंड, 2.42 सेकंड and 2.71 second and 2.80 second in an experiment. This is the measurement of time period of a simple pendulum. These are the measured value of the time period of a simple pendulum in an experiment. We have to find mean value of the period of oscillation. So the formula for finding mean value of period of oscillation. Mean value of period of oscillation. So mean value of period of oscillation is given by P bar. Mean value P bar. Sum of all these measured value means 2.63 plus 2.56 plus 2.42 plus 2.71 plus 2.80 divided by number of measurements. There are 5 measurements, so divided by 5. This is the way to find the mean value of oscillation. The result will be, when we will add all this quantity, we get 1 plus 2 3 plus 6 9 9 plus 3 12 6 plus 1 7 plus 5 12 16 16 plus 8 24 24 plus 7 31 3 10 3 plus 2 5 2 7 9 11 30. This is 13.12 divided by 5. Mean value of the oscillation. When we will divide, we get 2.624 second. And in round off, rounding the value, round off the value of this mean value after 2 places of decimal. So this will be 2.62 second, because the dropping digit is 4 and 4 is less than 5. Therefore, the previous digit, the preceding digit will remain unchanged. So this is the mean value of oscillation, 2.62 second. So the first part of the question was, we have to find the mean value of the period of oscillation. So for finding the mean value, sum of all these measured value divided by total number of measured value, we get the mean value of period of oscillation. Now second part, we have to find absolute error in each of the measurement. Absolute error in each of the measurement. So absolute error, we will find absolute error individually in each of all the measurements. So in measurement T1, the absolute value delta T1 is given by true value, which we have calculated 2.62 minus measured value, and measured value in T1 is 2.63. So this will 2.62 minus 2.63. This is minus 0.0. This is the absolute error in the measurement of T1. Similarly, absolute error in the measurement of T2 given by delta T2 equals to true value 2.62 minus measured value, which is 2.56. This is 0.06. Now absolute value in the measurement of T2, 2.62 minus 2.42. is 0.20. Absolute value in the measurement of T4, 2.62 minus 2.7, 2.62 minus 2.71. This is minus 0.09. Absolute value in the measurement of T4, 2.62 minus 2.80. This is minus 0.18 seconds. So these are the absolute values in the measurement, absolute error in the measurement. Next, third part, we have to find the mean absolute error. We have to find the mean absolute error. So the formula for mean absolute error, delta T bar. Sum of all these absolute values in mod sign, delta T1 mod plus delta T2 plus mod value delta T3 plus delta T4 plus delta T5 divided by number of observations, which is 5. So the negative value also becomes positive because there is mod sign. So 0.01 plus 0.06 plus 0.20 plus 0.09 plus 0.18, and this is divided by 5. So this is about mean absolute error. The sum is 0.54. The sum is 0.54 divided by 5. And 0.54 divided by 5, we get 0.1087. 0.1087. Now we will write the value in round off. So we have to round off after 2 places of decimal. So the dropping digit is 8, which is greater than 5. So the preceding digit is raised by 1. So the final result is 0.11. This is the mean absolute error. This is the mean absolute error. Now the fourth part, we have to find percentage error, relative error. Fourth part, relative error, equals to the ratio of mean absolute error divided by true value of the true value or mean value. Mean value. So delta T bar was 0.11. This was 0.11, and true value T bar, this was 2.62. 0.11 divided by 2.62, we get 0.047. This is about relative error in the measurement. Now the fifth part, we have to find the percentage error. So percentage error is found by multiplying the relative error by 100. Percentage error. The formula was delta T bar upon T bar into 100. So 0.04 into 100, which is 4%. So this is the percentage error. Now express result in proper form. So we will express this result in absolute form and in percentage error form. In absolute form and in percentage error form. terms of absolute error. Result in terms of absolute error. In terms of absolute error. So this is equals to true value, which was 2.62 plus minus mean absolute error, and this was 0.1. 2.62 plus minus 0.1. So this is in terms of absolute error, and in terms of percentage error. In terms of percentage error, you will write true value 2.62 plus minus the percentage error, which was 4%. So this is what about this question. Now we will see another question. Problem is two resistances R1 equals to, second question, there are two resistances R1 equals to 100 plus minus 3 ohm. There are two resistance. The resistance of value R1 is 100 plus minus 3 ohm, and the resistance of R2 is 200 plus minus 4 ohm. And R2 equals to 200 plus minus 4 ohm are connected in series. Find what is their equivalent resistance. What is their equivalent resistance? So in this question we will use the formula for propagation of errors when two physical quantities are connected by the operation addition plus. So we know when two resistances are connected in series, then their equivalent resistance R is given by R1 plus R2. Write down the value of R1, which is 100 plus minus 3 plus R2 200 plus minus 4. Now 100 plus 200, it becomes 300, and errors always be added. So 3 plus 4, 7. This is the equivalent resistance. 300 plus minus 7 ohm. Now third question. The percentage error in the measurement of mass and speed. The percentage error in the measurement of mass and speed. The percentage error in the measurement of mass and speed are 2% and 3% respectively. Are 2% and 3% respectively. This is we have given percentage error in mass and speed. How much will be the maximum error? How much will be the maximum error? How much will be the maximum error in the estimate of kinetic energy obtained? In the estimate of kinetic energy obtained. What will be the maximum error? We have to find the maximum error in kinetic energy. So we will write the formula for kinetic energy. The formula for kinetic energy K is equals to half mv square. Now we will write in terms of error. So K is written as delta K by K, and in terms of percentage error is multiplied by 100 equals to half. This is numeric value. It will be left, and mass, error in mass is given by delta M by N into 100 plus V square. Power will come in the beginning. 2 into the error in V is given by delta V by V into 100. Now we have given the percentage error in the measurement of mass. So we have given error in mass, percentage error in mass means delta M by M into 100 is given 2%, and percentage error in velocity delta V by V into 100 is given as 3%. So put the value delta K by K into 100 equals to delta M by N into 100, already it is given 2%, plus 2 into delta V by V into 100 is given 3%. So 2% plus 2 into 3, 6%. So the result is 8%. So the error obtained in kinetic energy will be the 8%.